That's right, Rob. We're down here in downtown Brooklyn now. For the very first time in city history, 2 caseworkers who were supposed to be keeping a very close eye on a previously neglected 4-year-old girl who, by the way, was allegedly murdered by an abusive mother, well, they're also now being charged in that child's death. Damon Adams, a former caseworker for the Administration for Children's Services, is charged with failing to visit the Madison Street home where 4-year-old Marcella Brett Pierce was found dead last fall. The little girl was beaten, starved, and drugged.
Her body was covered with bruises, with ligature marks to her ankles, consistent with being tied up.
The DA says Adams also falsified records indicated that he actually made visits to the child's home when he didn't. His supervisor, Charisse Bell, is charged with failing to properly monitor his work with the family, and specifically with the child's well-being. Her attorney says she's just a scapegoat.
If this is anybody's problem, it's the whole agency's problem in not having enough people to work, not having enough people to supervise these children, not having enough supervisors to supervise the people that are doing it, and that is the main problem.
30-year-old Carlotta Brett Pierce, little Marcella's mother, was charged back in November with the child's murder. Now the toddler's grandmother, Loretta Brett, has been indicted for manslaughter. The DA says that she actually watched the toddler, who only weighed 18 pounds when she died, tied to a bed writhing in pain for months on end, and did nothing to help.
Miss Brett lived in the house with Marcella and Carlotta and even slept in the same room with Marcella night after night as she laid tied to her bed with no food, no water.
Now, these 2 caseworkers are being charged with criminally negligent homicide, among other charges. The DA also announced today that a special grand jury will begin hearing testimony in May. What they'll be doing is they're looking into whether or not there are systemic failures within the ACS that possibly played a role in this child's death, as well as other children under their care. We're live tonight in downtown Brooklyn. Mike Sheehan for the Pix 11 News. Now let's go to Stephanie Zofilis. She's out in Staten Island. Steph?